Recently, President Barack Obama visited China, a nation which owns more than $800 billion in U.S. debt. It's also a major importer of U.S. raw products. Neil Melancon joins us now for this week's Bottom Line. And Neil, I understand that right now China is pretty much driving the entire commodity market.
That's pretty close to it, Avery. If you remember, the November USDA report was fairly negative for crop prices, showing a lot of both beans and corn. Well, since that time, prices for soybeans have climbed nearly 75 cents and have blown through several resistance points in the financial charts. This is on top of good harvest weather for the Midwest that allowed a lot of it to come in and a stronger U.S. dollar that brought down all of the other grains price-wise. Yet soybeans have remained strong, and the reason, quite simply, is exports. When you look at sales for October, they were well over the previous month, which included a Chinese holiday, for a total sale of 105 million bushels. Halfway through November, however, sales alone were 97 million bushels. That's just in 2 weeks. Actual shipments for October equaled sales at 105 million. November shipments lagged behind a bit at 50 million bushels even, as barges are snarled along the Mississippi River due to the high volume coming out of the fields due to that early November clear weather that sped harvest along after that rainy October. The bottom line here is that after a breather in September, China resumed imports at a fast and furious pace, which has buoyed prices even in the face of a rising U.S. dollar. As I just mentioned, shipments are snarled on soybeans that have been sold, which is driving up price as well and bottoming out the basis. Experts have predicted this fall and winter especially could see higher prices, at least, Avery, until we've got a better idea on what the South American crop will look like this spring.
Well, I know that South America's had to face drought last year. How are things looking for this year's crop?
Well, Avery, it looks like they're getting a lot more rain down there than last year. As you might remember, their crop was severely curtailed due to drought, and while these rains are helpful for them, definitely they have a long way to go before they can make up that big moisture deficit they endured.
Well, it's always nice when Mother Nature comes through. Thanks a lot, Neil Melancon. And remember, you can listen to Neil's reports on the Louisiana Farm Bureau Radio Network. For a list of stations where you can listen, click over to our website, twilatv.org.